It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be doing a tier list of the best centers in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, you guys might be like, Ty, there's not very many players here, and my argument would be, okay, awesome, yes, but if you really want to see where a lot of the centers are at, you might want to go watch the power forward tier list. I also got a lot of the centers here, but a guy, let's say, like, I'm just going to throw a random name out there that's not going to be on this list, such as like a Kevin McHale, man. If you run Kevin McHale, you're probably going to run him at power forward. He's not a center build, and he's not going to play center at that high level, and so we're just sticking him at that power forward position, whereas Jack Sikma, I feel like, can play center a little bit more, and so he is on this list. Now, before we dive any further into this, man, if you are new to the channel and love my content, please smash that subscribe button. We're on the road towards 100,000 subscribers. We're going to start off with Andrew Bogut, and I don't think Andrew Bogut is the worst player on this list. But does that mean Andrew Bogut is good? No, it doesn't. He can't handle the ball. Release-wise, jump shot on very quick is fine. It's just that, guys. Defensively, he's going to be pretty solid. If he could handle the ball, he might be C tier. And that's me being honest. The problem is, he can't handle the ball at all. I mean, look at this ball handle rating. It's at a 38. You can't even start to handle the ball with Andrew Bogut. That is why he is a D tier center. Artis Gilmore right now, I mean, I'm going to put him at B. He might drop to C. Artis had his time in my team. I'm not taking that away from the card. But with that being said, his time is not now. 7'2" with a 7'5" wingspan. Good release. I get it. I mean, defensively, he's absolutely elite. But guys, it is the end of June. Card came out 3 months ago, and the fact that he is still at B tier is pretty impressive. Now, Sabonis here, heck, I'm pretty impressed with Sabonis at that center position. The more I talk about the center position, the more I realize we don't have that many budget centers in my team. And so if you get Arvydas Sabonis and you don't have Yao, you don't have Manute, or you don't have Taco, go ahead and plug Sabonis right in there. The card is really solid in general. Set shot 8 on very quick. Even comes with the normal leaner. Telling you guys, Sabonis probably one of the most underrated cards in the entire game in Arvydas Sabonis. Big Ben Wallace. I don't care that he is undersized. He's A tier. I don't know. I don't think Ben Wallace was out when I did my power forward tier list. This card is an S tier power forward in my team. You guys can debate a wall too. I really don't care. 81 on very quick for Ben is elite. Normal leaner, quick dribble style, great SIGs in there too. Attributes, basically an invincible card. Every Hall of Fame badge in the game. I'm telling you guys, Ben Wallace is an S tier power forward and an A tier center, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bobo going in A tier as well. Look, with the center position being so weak, Bobo's close to S tier. I mean, he's better than Ben Wallace, in my opinion, by a slight margin. But if you want to argue Ben Wallace is better than Bobo, go ahead. I'm not going to argue against it. I'm just not. I love Ben Wallace too much. This is how I'd rank my guys at A tier, though, with Bobo being ahead of the rest. David Robinson, it's tough. I'm going to have to start to balance this out a little more. Artist down. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know how to balance it. How am I supposed to balance it? D-Rob is easily A tier. Maybe I go this. I mean, maybe, I guess, since it's the center position, because they aren't not as good. I love David Robinson, though. I run him at power forward. I think that's where he's better. But again, if you need to run him at center, I mean, he can run there. I don't think there's a situation in which you should need him to play that center position. But if that's what it requires, then you can go ahead and do your thing. I just realized I forgot Wilt Chamberlain's card on here, okay, guys? And I know a lot of people are going to be like, Ty, how did you forget Wilt Chamberlain? So I'm just going to spend some time talking about it. Look, guys, Wilt Chamberlain, this card right here is an S tier card. So I'm only going to put 4 centers in S tier. Just know Endgame Wilt would be one of them. I don't know how I missed him. I think it's because there was 2 Dark Matters and I just overlooked him. But he definitely would be S tier. DeMarcus Cousins. I don't see what y'all see in DeMarcus Cousins. And especially at the center position, I could be completely wrong. But in how, in any way, shape, or form is he better than a guy like Ben Wallace? I just don't see it. And again, you guys can say I'm completely wrong, but he's only 6'10". You could make the argument Artis Gilmore is better. At the power forward position, sure, Boogie Cousins is fine. The center position's just not it for the card. Dikembe Mutombo, another C tier center. And again, why are these cards so low? Well, we're comparing them to Arvydas Sabonis. We're comparing them to Ben Wallace, and so they do got a lot to live up to. Mutombo is fine in my team. I don't hate the card. But again, is he as good as a guy like Sabonis? No, he's not. And you guys might be like, Ty, you're wrong. He's just as good as Sabonis. And I get what you guys are saying, but he's not. Release-wise, it's not even close. It's hard to even compare them. And Game Dirk, even at the center position, is still S tier. Here's my thing. Let's say you got Bob Nedelecki and you love set shot 25. Just run Bob Nedelecki with Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, then you got just such cheesy cards in my team. This card's one of the top 3 centers in the game. And I'm sorry, mashing at this point, yes, I mean, it's hard with Taco, it's hard with Manute, it's hard with Yao. But from what I'm seeing at least, it's hard. It's really hard to not put Dirk and Wilt in that top tier. It's just hard because their releases are so good. They're such complete cards. It just makes it really tough. This Hakeem, easily A tier. The Hero Hakeem, easily B tier. I mean, that's as simple as it gets. This Hakeem, even at the center position, is absolutely A tier. No questions asked. Gallo base, every defensive badge in the game. 7 feet tall. 7'3" wingspan. There's really no questions asked when it comes to the Invincible Hakeem. Hero Hakeem is still really solid. Is he as good? Maybe not quite as good, but still really solid. Do think he is that Ben Wallace type level. Horace Grant, he's still new to me, right? I'm still getting the hang of using Horace. At the time I'm recording this, guys, I do have him at B tier. Now, that's not to say he can't move up the ranks. That's just where I got him right now. Again, dribbling wise, you're not going to find a guy at the center position with better dribble sticks, with better layup or dunk packages. Brook Lopez base on very quick. Is it great? I don't think it's great. It's fine. I don't hate the Brook Lopez base. It's just hard for me to be that high on it. Sikma is C tier. I'm higher on Jack Sikma than a lot of people would be, and I have good reasons for it, because every time I'm on current gen, there's a guy named Grinch that doesn't let me run the guys I want to run. When I wager him, I pick up Jack Sikma, and he hoops for me. He's knocked down in the catch-shoot situation, can compete on the defensive end of the court, is a complete card with 64 Hall of Fame, or 64 total badges. I'm sorry, Sikma is C tier every day of the week. Jim Jones up next, and I can't sit here and say I've used a lot of Jim Jones because simply put I haven't, but the 79 3-ball is my first concern. Jump shot 56 on very quick is fine, but I just have a hard time seeing Jim Jones be quite as good as Jack Sikma. Is the card terrible? No. I'm gonna put Andrew Bogut in F tier, but I think he belongs in that D tier of caliber. Now, Joel Embiid's a tough one. He's really tough. Do I think Joel Embiid is as good as D-Rob, Bobo, or Hakeem? Probably not, but I do think he's better than the guys at B tier. But I don't know if he is. Is Joel Embiid better than Ben Wallace? At the center position, he is. I don't love Joel Embiid, but if I did anything outside of having him at A tier, it would just be disrespectful to the card. It really would be. Joel Embiid can compete on both ends of the court. Decent player model on him. We got to remember, this is at the center position, so height is that much more valuable at the center position. This Kareem, Bracket Busters Kareem, I'm sorry, Power Thing Kareem, is still B tier. You guys don't have to agree with me, and that is okay. But outside of the 79 3-ball, he's going to basically feel like the Invincible Kareem. I promise you, I use this Kareem forever, and he was an absolute hooper. Next, we got Hero Kareem. Hero Kareem, I'm throwing in A tier. Last, the Invincible Kareem, who I'm throwing in S tier. S tier for Invincible Kareem, A tier for Hero Kareem, and B tier for Power Within Kareem. It is that simple. Kristaps Porzingis, another B tier caliber player. Now, with Kristaps, he's a card. I like his release. It's weird with the Brook Lopez base. A lot of Brook Lopez base I don't love. I love Kristaps Porzingis. Even has Box Intimidator post lockdown rim, which is pretty solid. We're due for a new Kristaps Porzingis. I don't know when it's going to come, but the moment we get a new Kristaps Porzingis, you're going to be looking at a top probably 5 or so center in the entire game. Manute Bol up next. Easy addition into S tier. The card is 7'7". A lot of people are asking me, Ty, should I run Manute Bol or should I run Hakeem Olajuwon Invincible? Should I run Manute Bol or Invincible D-Rob? Run Manute Bol, guys. The card is 7'7". There's no other need for explanation. He's 7'7". Marc Gasol. I think he's got to go in B tier. And we're going to have to start moving some players down. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Sikma is going to go down. Jim Chones is going to go down, even though I don't hate Jim Chones. Artist is going to go down. Dikembe is going to go down. We're going to move Kareem, KP, Marcus Sol down. I like this a little bit better, and it's just personal, my preference. I got to keep Horace there. My personal preference, but I want to keep this decently balanced, and so that's what I am trying to do here. But obviously, guys, we talk about Manute Bol. The dude is absolutely elite, and so is Yao Ming. I mean, these guys are just giants in my team. There's not that much else to say. The cards are legitimately giants. At least with Yao Ming, you got the set shot 8 on very quick, which is such a smooth and good release. Obviously, can't handle the ball. We're due for a new Yao Ming card, but man, for a time and still to this day, a top 2 center in my team. It's hard with, obviously, the endgame cards. Wilt would be up here too, but I mean, you got to talk about Yao as being up there. Mitchell Robinson is, look. Here's the deal with Mitchell Robinson, and I don't want to sit here and slander the card, okay? He's got 47 on very quick dribble style, Kobe size escape. But from my point of view, and I know he can handle it a little bit, he's got a 73 ball, guys. He's got a 73 ball. What are you doing on the court with a 73 ball? Is he useless? No. Is he, D tier? Yes. I still am probably taking him over Jim Chones just because the defense is absolutely there for Mitchell Robinson. Card is not perfect, though. If you can get his release down the green window, go ahead and do your thing. I just am not super high on Mitchell Robinson, and I'm definitely not high on Miles Turner either. Miles Turner might be the worst card for his stats and badges in the entire game. I mean, that's as simple as I can put it. He's got quick dribble style, but all the basic dribble sticks. Jump shot 71 and very quick is not the quickest release in the game. Not very quick at all. Stat badge-wise, the card looks like he should be good. The problem with Miles Turner is he's not good. That's all there is to say about Miles Turner. Nate Thurman in my team is really solid. He's a solid C tier player, though. I'm moving Jack Sikma up. I can't take Jack Sikma down. Thurman, Jack Sikma, they got to be together. And I might be biased in this. That's fine. You guys can say whatever you want. They've got to be together. Now, Thurman defensively, absolutely elite. Good 3-ball as well. I can't say his release is bad. I also can't say I love his release, right? That's as simple as I can get it. Still pretty smooth all the way around. Definitely does deserve that C tier caliber. Dunk Tober Jokic is F tier. You guys can debate a wall. I do not care. This card is horrible in my team. This card might be the worst card on my entire list. Jokic is absolutely abysmal in my team. Don't let DBG brainwash you. Jokic is horrible. And for this time, Ralph is pretty bad too. Ralph had his time in my team. He did. I mean, he came out 3 months ago. He had his time. Time, just not now. I mean, at this point, Ralph is definitely an F tier center. And if you are running Ralph, I think it's time to look to replace the card. Roy Hibbert is not bad. And I mean, he's a good candidate if you do want to replace Ralph. Replace him with Roy Hibbert, who can just give you a little bit more. Defensively, very stout. Brook Lopez based on very quick, shifty dribble style. My thing, the reason I like Roy Hibbert, I know he can't handle the ball, is just he's 7'2", decent speed, and really solid defensively. That's all you need out of a center. A guy that can compete against the Giants that is not horrible offensively. Serge Ibaka, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, a card I've never used. I have never used Serge Ibaka. And I don't know why, but this card is immaculate. Better at the power forward position than the center position. But look at his stats, look at his badges, and tell me I'm wrong. I mean, this card is absolutely elite in my team, and he's got to be considered for C tier. Big Shaq's invincible card. Am I doing him dirty by putting him in B tier? I don't know, but that's where I'm putting him. At the power forward position right now, I don't know if I prefer Shaq, Hero Hakeem, or Ben Wallace. I just don't know. Now, at the center power forward position, it doesn't matter. Shaq is okay. His release is just horrible. The more I play against Shaq, the more it's like this card is far, far, far from perfect in my team. Maybe I'm too low on Shaq. I don't know. You guys can be the judge, but I'm putting him at B tier. And Taco, last, certainly not least, we're going S tier for Taco. Obviously, got the Giants with Taco, Manute, Yao. Got the endgame cards with Dirk. Obviously, Wilt would be on this if I had him on this list. But yeah. That's where I got him. Kareem also up there as well. I really feel like overall, guys, if I had to rank Dirk, I mean, probably C tier. I mean, if I had to rank the card. But overall, I feel like this tier list is pretty solid in general. Again, guys, it's going to be pretty short just because we don't have that many centers on the list. And a lot of the guys on the center list I had already talked about. Again, Wilt Chamberlain would be S tier. How I would rank these cards at S tier at the center specific position would be like this. I'd go Taco, Yao, Manute, Wilt, Dirk, Kareem. In that specific order. I would lean the Giants over the endgame cards. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how important height is in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Let me know who I was too high on, who I was too low on down below in the comments, because I'm sure you guys are going to disagree with a lot of my opinions. But that's what makes these videos fun, man. If I was up here and just gave you guys chalk every time, it would not be fun for you guys to watch or listen to. So let me know your thoughts down below on my tier list. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.